Welcome back. It's what's being called the perfect storm. Hurricane Sandy is barreling down in the Northeast. So tonight we're talking about what you can do to protect yourself, your family, and your home in case disaster strikes. Making a house call tonight, Mark Thompson from Thompson Pharmacy in Traverse City. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Very good to see you. Important topic. Preparation obviously is key. And you say first off, if you get an evacuation order, I know it sounds simple, but if you get an evacuation order, listen.
Go. Atlantic City, they did not. Several people didn't. And,
I know a lot of people like that, you know, and it's scary when they're your loved ones and they get an evacuation order, they're like, eh.
Yeah, we'll write it out.
So we're all kind of paying attention to our loved ones who are
listen to what they say
on the East Coast right now.
Yes.
And also, next point, stay inside even if, you know, if you're not ordered to leave. What should you do as far as staying safe in your house?
Stay safe. Like they talk about, you know, hurricanes for us is rare, but we have tornadoes and other things like that who can be very rapid. Like they use the example of the eye of the storm. Boy, it looks like it's all clear and nice, and then 20 seconds later it's terrible. And that can happen with a tornado around here, even windstorms.
Oh, so. Yeah, and like the winter storm that we had.
Yeah, you know, lots of snow in a very short period of time, tree branches falling. I understand some of the deaths already have been from tree branches hitting people. So. Yeah.
And down power lines, things like that. Now, so if we do stay in our home, how do we prepare when we're actually seeking shelter, maybe, you know, in our basement?
Yeah, they recommend, you know, 72 hours of food and water. So canned goods or powdered stuff that can be reconstituted. There's even rationed water stuff. Camping supply places have a lot of this stuff for obvious reasons for camping. So, you know, make sure you have at least a gallon of water per person for 3 days, or a way to purify water. There's water purifiers or both, in case something happens to your own water. So
we know a lot about our you know, having canned goods and things like that, but this is something that kind of never thought about. But actually being careful what you eat from the freezer. Yeah,
I didn't realize, you know, if your freezer isn't all the way cold, or if it's been opened and closed, if it's only half full. Really, the rule of thumb is only go 24 hours. If it's really good and full, 48 hours. But after that, it's probably not worth the gamble, because you might not have access to the hospital, you might not have access to antibiotics, stuff that could happen could really. And
I like your tip there. When in doubt, throw it out.
Yes, yeah.
Now, everyday items, just kind of outside around the house. You've got your gutters, you've got your shrubs and things like that. Playground equipment, swing sets. What can people do as far as preparing for high winds and things like that?
Make sure they're bolted down, strapped down. Trim tree branches back away from the house if you have, you know, obviously any lead time to do these things.
Basically, prepare in advance.
Yeah. Kind of think ahead. We fortunately took down a lot of trees before the snowstorm, so we would have been in big trouble.
Right.
Had we not.
Knocking down even more power lines in the trees. Now, generators, a lot of people think they're lifesavers, but they can actually be deadly.
Yeah, there are some really nice ones, really small, really quiet, and so people think, oh, geez, well, I'll just bring it in the house and leave the window cracked. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And you can get those even with your electrician. They can wire them into your house to kick on automatically or very safely. You don't want to hook them into your electrical without somebody knowledgeable to do that. But they're very helpful, great investment, but use them safely.
Use them safely. Thank you so much, Mark. Basically, listen to those people who've been through it and learn from their mistakes before you get into danger yourself.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thanks a lot.